All right, let's dive into a world where art and magic are basically the same thing. Today, we're cracking open a book where every page is a canvas, and the story itself is painted with magic. It's gonna be a fun one.
So this is it, The Painter Who Steals Seasons. And just look at this cover. You can already feel the adventure and the mystery just pouring out of it. We're gonna deconstruct this story layer by layer, just like a master painter would analyze a classic piece of art.
And here's the core idea that pulls you right in. Just imagine that for a second. A town where the seasons, summer, winter, all of it, only change because an artist paints them into existence. It's such a cool and enchanting concept.
So first, let's explore the canvas our story is painted on. We're talking about the world of Cressida, which, as you'll see, has a very, very big problem.
Okay, so the magic system here has this awesome name, Chroma-Magic. And it's pretty simple, really. The colors, the brushstrokes, the paintings, they don't just show you nature, they literally control it. So a painting of the sun can actually make the day warmer. It's a fantastic idea, right?
But here's the twist. The world is stuck. There's an artist, Elias, who became so obsessed with one perfect autumn day that he painted it. And in doing so, he trapped winter inside his mural. So now, the town is stuck in this endless, decaying autumn, and the whole cycle of nature is completely out of whack.
Of course, you can't have a masterpiece with just one color. So let's meet our heroes, the palette of brave young artists who are going to try to repaint their world and fix this mess. First up, we've got Anya. Think of her as the artist who sees all the tiny details. She has this incredible gift where she can actually see the magic leaks, the little flaws in the paintings that are causing all the problems. She's the one who spots what everyone else misses, absolutely crucial.
And then there's Ben. Now, if Anya is the fine detail, Ben is the technique. He's the brains of the operation. He knows the chemistry behind the Chroma-Magic, which pigments can fight off dark ink, and how to mix the perfect colors to restore balance. He's their strategist.
And rounding out our trio is Leo. Every great piece of art needs passion, right? Well, Leo is the heart. He's the artist with unstoppable courage and spirit, the one who keeps the team going when things look bleak. He holds them all together.
Now for the artist who started it all, our antagonist, Elias. But he's not just some one-dimensional bad guy. He's actually kind of tragic. He's this brilliant, lonely painter who is so terrified of change that he tries to literally stop time with his paintbrush. He's the dark ink in our story that gives our heroes bright colors something to push against.
Okay, so we've met the artists. Let's get to the action. The climax of this story is basically one giant, dangerous, high-stakes art project. It's the masterstroke of the whole tale.
So our heroes find their way to this incredible place called the Library of Whispers, where stories are painted instead of written. And that's where they finally confront Elias. I mean, look at this scene. You can just feel the tension building. The final challenge is about to begin.
So their plan is called the repaint, and it's got 3 key steps. First, they got to find these super rare, super powerful sun pigments. Second, they have to somehow get those pigments onto Elias's giant mural to break the spell. And third, they have to do all this while fighting off these terrifying monsters he created called Ink Guardians. No pressure.
And they do it! It's this amazing moment of teamwork. By combining Anya's vision, Ben's strategy, and Leo's courage, they succeed. They release winter, bringing snow and balance back to the world. And in the process, they learn this huge lesson, that true beauty isn't about one frozen moment, it's about the beauty of change itself.
So now that we've seen the entire painting, let's step back for a second, like you would in a gallery, and really look at the deeper meanings hidden in the story's mural.
This book is so much more than just a cool adventure. It's a huge metaphor for environmental balance, showing how we need every season. It's all about finding creative solutions to big problems, and on a personal level, it teaches a really important lesson about emotional growth and the power of letting go. Plus, it sneaks in all this great art vocabulary, what pigments are, what a mural is. It's brilliant. What's really cool, though, is that the clever artistry isn't just in the story. It extends to the physical design of the book itself.
Check this out, because this is super smart. Think about it. You have simple picture books for little kids, and then you have these long, intimidating novels for older kids. This book sits right in that sweet spot in the middle. At 40 pages, with gorgeous art on every page, it's the perfect bridge to help kids move from one to the other without getting scared off. It's a genius way to keep them.
And here's the best part.
Honestly, at the end of the book, there's a coloring page. It doesn't just tell you about being an artist, it invites you to become one yourself. It's like the book is handing you the brush and saying, okay, your turn. You get to be a chroma painter too. How cool is that?
Which leaves us with the big question that Elias had to face, and the one the book leaves with us. If you had the power to freeze one perfect, beautiful moment and make it last forever, even if you could, should you? It's a really powerful idea to think about.